All right, we've got 12. Call the meeting to order. Roll call.
Genslinger,
Here.
Dunkel,
Here.
Helwig,
Here.
Osterloo,
Here.
Schmidt,
Here.
Kurz,
Here.
Sonny, Baffke.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Any conflicts of interest? I'm going to abstain from number 10. Hearing none other, we're ready to go. Just need to approve the agenda that's in front of us.
So approved.
Second. Even second that we approve the agenda as presented. Any further discussion? Ready to vote, then all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed nay. Motion carried. Approval of previous minutes from December 8th. Stretching our memories a little bit. But any corrections?
Move to approve. Second.
Second that we approve the meeting minutes. Any further discussion? Letting the audience. Ready to vote then all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed nay. Motion carried. First item on the agenda. Well, we need to schedule the next meeting first. January 26th.
Move schedule.
Second. Second is that we set the date for January 26th. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed nay. Motion carried. First item on the agenda then is recommendation on the street vacation, GHB property, the Sheasley property, and the Duff Dens property. A petition to vacate a portion of Bailey Metal Fab Alley, which is adjacent to the GHB property, the Sheasley property, and the Duff Dens property. Mark.
Yep, we received a petition with signatures from all the abutting landowners to vacate that alleyway. We did have the people to the south that own a portion of it as well sign the petition as well. This here would be the alley, goes between Duff and Raleigh, but it runs north and south from 9th. There never was an alley to the south there because that's where the railroad used to go through. So it was a killing due to that. The petitioners would like to vacate it. Have an applicant here that can probably give a better understanding and reasoning than I can. So I'll let her say anything.
Sure. Come on, go. Yep.
Just state your name.
I'm Heidi Bailey with Bailey Metal Fab. When we have steel deliveries, they come in the north end there on 9th, and our walk-in sales are around on the west side of the office. So we're going through that little narrow strip back there with 24-foot bars of steel. We've got a carry deck, so the bars run lengthwise as we travel. So as we come around that corner, it's a blind corner until the vehicle gets there. So it's a safety issue for us.
Any questions for Heidi? City have any immediate plans to do anything with this alley?
No, we have no utilities down
You said no utilities?
in front of the city.
Ready for a motion or if there's any questions?
I move to approve.
Second.
Moved and second that we recommend approval of the vacation. Any further discussion? Does anybody in the audience want to address it? We're ready to vote then. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed nay. Motion carried. Next item on the agenda is a rezone hearing and recommendation for River Tree Church, 524 North Edmonds, and portions of 600 block of the north Edmonds. Legal descriptions in the packet. They want to rezone from single-family residential to neighborhood shopping district, and the official zoning map be changed to reflect the same.
Notices were sent out to neighbors, published in the paper, signs posted. There were 2 responses that were in favor that made your packet. One that was in favor that didn't make your packet, didn't have any comments on it. When the applicants originally came in, they requested to rezone 524. They have a contract to purchase this place contingent on the rezone. Eventually they want to tear down the house that's there and put a parking lot there. But when we were looking at the zoning for this area, part of their church and their existing church parking lot is zoned R2 instead of neighborhood shopping. So we're kind of doing cleanup for the north part of it, but then the south for the 524 is where they'd like to change it for the new parking lot. I can answer any questions that you have with it.
The ones we're looking at are in red.
No, the ones we're looking at are, well, which one are you looking?
The top map.
Yep, red is the 3 locations that would be for the rezone. This they've already built on, obviously, and they already have a parking lot. Right here is where they tear down the existing house in the future and put a parking lot right there.
So basically, number 612 is the one that's going to remain
Yep,
as is.
Yep, 612 will remain as is R2. He came in, had a conversation with him. His only concern was he thought that the alley behind him was getting vacated because the legal description that got sent out to everybody has a portion of vacated alley, which is the alley south of his place that was previously vacated. We're not vacating his alley at all.
Okay,
So he didn't have any concerns with it at all after explaining that to him.
so he would just have to cut across. It's going to be, say, basically one parking lot. So he's just going to be cutting across that anyhow.
Well, it's not changing anything for him at all.
No.
The alley still stays that he gets.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, 612 does not, stays as 612 zone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do we have any precedent up and down North Sanborn for kind of jogging that boundary?
For the neighborhood shopping boundary you're talking?
Yeah.
Right here is where this would be located at. So, no, it stays pretty much a half a block until you get down to, this is the,
It's Whittier Loss.
that's Whittier Loss, yep. But then to the north, you have some that goes further into TWC further off, which would be where the concrete plant is at.
I think I understand the forces at play, but it's just a little bit concerning that we're setting a precedent for varying from that boundary. This would be the place to do it.
No, they could come back, in R2, a church is a conditional use. So you could say that for this lot down here, well, it's part of the church now, for conditional use now for it.
Call the parking lot the church.
Yeah. This would be a cleaner way to do that.
Any other questions, comments, guys? Ready for a motion then?
Move to approve.
No, second.
Got a motion and a second to approve the rezoning or recommend approval. Is there any further discussion? Does anybody in the audience want to address it? All right, we're ready to vote then. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion carried. Next item on the agenda is a rezone hearing and recommendation for Railroad Pines LLC, land abutting 2212 East First Avenue. Change from high-density residential to urban development district, and the official zoning map be changed to reflect the same.
Notices were sent out to neighbors, published in the paper, signs posted. There were 3 responses in favor that made the packet, 3 that didn't make the packet, they were in favor as well. They didn't have any comments on it at all. Dan and Diane Delores actually are Redwood Pines LLC. They purchased property in Redden, actually this piece as well, a few years ago. They platted off the house. Now they would like to plat their existing lot and this lot that's in red together. But to the north is urban development, to the south is R4, so they have to get to the same zoning for that, and they decided to go with urban development instead of R4. They'd like to do that to get, for taxing purposes, get over the 25 acres per A. I've talked with a few neighbors around in the area besides just the letters that we got. Their concerns was it being called urban development. They thought that there was going to be a lot more development in the area because of the term urban development, but it's not. It's urban development is actually more restrictive than what R4 would be for businesses and even for housing. Your lots have to be bigger. You could do multifamily urban development, but it'd be a conditional use anyway. So, can you answer any questions that you have?
And it appears that it's surrounded by urban development.
3 of the 4 sides are surrounded by urban development. Yeah.
Any questions, comments, guys? Hearing none, we're ready for the motion.
Move to.
Second.
Moved and second that we approve or recommend approval of the rezoning. Is any further discussion? Anybody in the audience? We're ready to vote, then all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed nay. Motion carried. Next item on the agenda is a variance permit for Bart and Nikki Frederickson. They've applied for a variance permit for a front yard lakeside setback of 8 foot versus 35 foot for the existing addition in 2019, and a new addition of 20 foot 8 inches versus 35 foot. This is located at 129 South Harmon Drive. Legal descriptions in the packet. Property is zoned RL Lake Residential District.
Notices were sent out to neighbors, published in the paper, signs posted. There were 3 responses in favor of this variance. Like I said, back in 2019, there was an addition that was made onto this building that, on the building permit, it said that it meets all setbacks, which it does not meet all setbacks. It should have required a variance at that point in time. When they came in to get this building permit for the addition that they'd like to put on here, which is shown in red right here is where that addition would be. We look back through the files to see if they already had the variance for the existing, then this would have still been able to stay within that variance setback, but since they didn't, we decided that it should be cleaned up and go back to actually the first building permit that didn't have a variance with it. So that way, if they ever go to sell their place, they've got a clean title record, or not title record, but clean with us for non-conforming or not. And then they just have what it's going to be a living room that they're going to be putting out there, change some things inside. I can answer any questions that you have for me with it at all.
Any questions, guys? No questions, comments, we're ready for a motion.
Move to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the variance or recommend approval of the variance. Any further discussion? We don't have an audience anymore. We're ready to vote. I'm gonna abstain, so we'll go voice vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion carried. Any other business to come before this board? Hearing none, we're ready for public comment. If you need to address the board on an item that was not on the agenda, excluding personnel items, please come forward to the podium and state your name and your concern. Presentations are limited to 3 minutes. Items will be considered, but no action will be taken at this time. Seeing as no one is coming forward, we are adjourned.